Hello everyone, welcome to another Algebra and Trigonometry with Professor V. So today they wanted us to write everything in a single base. So we're still working on exponents, but they don't want us to necessarily do the exponents at the end. So let's go ahead and give this a shot. So we have 4 to the second power times 4 to the third. All that divided by 4 to the negative 4. And actually, I think I'm even going to rewrite this. Well, let's just leave it as 4 to the negative 4 for now. I'll just take it step by step. So let me not skip steps on you guys. Okay, so the first part we have here, right? We have the product rule. So what we should do is do 4, 2 plus 3, right? Which will just get us 4 to the fifth. And then that's going to be dividing 4 to the negative 4. Okay. So in order to think about this, it's nice to think about it as a fraction, right? 4 to the fifth over 4 to the negative 4. So we got to reciprocate, right? So by doing the reciprocal, right, this 4 to the negative 4, so the rule also can go backwards, okay? So if we have 4 to the negative 4, we're allowed to flip this to 4 over 4 to the 1, right? But since it is a reciprocal, it becomes a times, okay? So, so what we're allowed to do is look at this, right? This is coming upstairs, so this will be 4 to the fifth times 4 to the 4, which at the end of the day will be 4 to the ninth. And that's all they want. They don't want us, that's a single base, right? A base of 4, there's no extra stuff. It's a single base. So that's how we go about these ones. Number 16 looks like it's 6 to the 12th power over 6 to the ninth power. And that's just the quotient rule. So we just take the top power, the power in the numerator, and subtract the power in the denominator. We end up with 6 to the third power. And that's all they want. They want us to just practice these rules, you know. They don't particularly care about 6 times 6 times 6 in these ones. Okay, so these are our two problems so far. Next one's going to be... maybe I could squeeze this one in here. So the quantity, 12 to the third power times 12. Everything raised to the 10th power. So the way to go about this one, right, is let's do what's in the parentheses. So that's 12 to the 3 to the third plus 1. So that would give us 12 to the fourth inside of the parentheses, right? So now we have 12 to the fourth. Everything raised to the power of 10. So that would be the product rule, right? I believe it's the power rule, sorry. The power of a power rule is what I've also heard it. So that ends up being 12, take the inside power, multiply the outside power. So 12 to the 40th, raised to the 40th power. And that's number 17 here. All right. So next we have 18, which says 10 to the 6th power dividing... Well, let's just put it as a fraction right away. Dividing 10 raised to the 10th power, everything raised by negative 2. Okay, so 10 to the 6, we can't do much to that. Oops, I started writing 16. But on the bottom, right, we can multiply these powers. So 10 times negative 20, 10 to the negative 20s, right? Gosh. Alright, and now we could do the quotient rule, which is probably what I should have done on this one, right? So that ends up being 10 to the 6th minus negative 20, right? So that ends up being, you're subtracting a negative, so it's adding a positive, right? So that ends up being 10 to the 26th power. Alright, so that's how we go about number 18. Basically what I did here, right, in a nutshell. You could have done 5 minus negative 4, which would have been 5 plus 4, 4 to the ninth. So different ways to really look at these, you know. Hopefully it just helps us expand our mind a little bit. So next we have 19. I guess let me just box this off here. It's looking pretty ugly, sorry. But here we have 7 to the negative 6 times 7 to the negative 3. So according to the product rule, we should add these, right? Negative 6 plus negative 3, which ends up being 7 to the negative 9, right? And then we do the reciprocal, so we just flip it. So that's 1 to the 7 ninths, okay? And now for 20, last but not least, 20, right? We have the quantity 3 to the third dividing by 3 to the fourth, everything to the fifth power. The first thing I would like to do is rewrite this as a fraction. 3 to the third over 3 to the fourth, everything to the fifth power. So we handle what's inside, right? We start off with 3 to the third minus the fourth, right? So we end up with 3 to the negative 1. So if we have 3 to the negative 1 to the fifth power, that means now we can use the power rule, right? So take them and multiply. So it ends up being 3 to the negative fifth. And then if we flip that, that's 1 over 3 to the fifth power positive. So these rules, they get a little bit tricky, but you know, I'm just basically following these rules, just applying what I see, you know. Um, yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe if it brought you some value. Well, like it if it brought you value. Subscribe so you keep updated with the playlist. Comment down below if something's a little bit confusing. And other than that, I will see y'all in the next video. Everyone have a great day.